Alright folks, time for your studio update. Got a lot of special stuff to show you. Let's start with the Skaven. This is for the Studio Skaven, which by the way has already sold. Most of it is already accounted for. So if you're thinking, darn it, like you were waiting for them to come out on the block, well, don't worry. Your best bet really is just to contact me and set up a Skaven army, because we can, now that we've done the same army twice, we can just duplicate it. Even add new and different things to make it a unique force. So let's take a look. We have rat ogres here, 6 of them. Every last one of them is a unique creation. I just want to pull out a few of them. I love the guys with these kill-a-can pieces on them. And this one actually incorporates a giant's hand, which is not really out of scale. And so that guy's fun. I like this guy, even though he's a little unfriendly with the other models. He does rank up. They've all been done so that they rank up properly. And this is just a combination of different kits. Look how smooth that little buzzsaw arm is. So he's awesome. And I just love every last one of them. Here's another one that's a fave of mine, this little sort of doom flare type object on his arm there. And of course 3 pack masters, each one of them made completely unique with a different sort of weapon and look and body. Grey Seer on foot. That guy's fun. Here's a Snicketch, a model that needs absolutely no modifications. By the way, I have a link for still pics up, or it should be up soon. Here's a Queek Head Taker. Again, no modification needed on him. Now this is a Warlord on War Litter, which I converted out of a Rackham out-of-print giant rat rider guy, and that model has just always been one of my absolute faves. And he's on a 40mm, so he fits in a unit of regular guys. That's really one of my favorite conversions. A Warlock Engineer with a Doom Rocket. That's a unique conversion there. Here's something we came up with. These are Doom Flares. You guys have seen these guys before. And so that's a fun little conversion. And we've got the Warlord from the Isle of Blood set. Really no need for modification here. He actually makes a great battle standard bearer because of that back banner he has. Here's a conversion we've done a number of times. This time just a little bit different. This is a Hell Pit Abomination. And quite frankly, this is my favorite conversion personally. We put this really neat tail on him. It's albino and kind of zombified, and this guy has a lot of fur sculpted onto him. So definitely looks very warped. One of my faves. So that's all I got right now. The only thing being added are 10 Storm Vermin and a custom Warp Lightning Cannon. And then the army really is complete. It's at least 4,000 points. We can do smaller versions of them. So you just let me know if you want one done. Hey! Alright, time for part 2 of your studio update. Let's take a look at this Forge World stuff. This is Nurgle 40K that's been completed. I don't know what these are called offhand, but here they are. They're like a Great Unclean One and a Defiler. What are these called, James? It's like a, yeah. And I shouldn't have said Defiler, I should have just said a Soul Grinder. And there's actually 2 in this army, and they've been modified each to be a little different from each other. Can't really hold them that well, but you get the idea. And same thing here, we don't like to have exact duplicates. It's good to convert things so that they're a little bit different. These are great spined beasts, Chaos Spawn. There's like a special name for them. Again, it escapes me. This one's been modified and is posed to be different than the others. Now this is from a different company. I'm not sure if it's Cyborg Miniatures or what. Maybe somebody can tell me. It's called a Papa something. But this guy is really messed up. If you look around in this model, you see he's about to eat this guy, right? And you see still living people trying to like claw their way out of his body, little faces and stuff like that. Again, I know my camera's a little blurry. Go check the still pics. It's a much better use of your mental energy to just look at the stills. And alright, let's move on to the next thing. Okay, this is an Orc Junka. So let's take a look. This has a lot of Forge World parts on it. Here's the base model. James, feel free to jump in if I'm missing something. These are all conversions of ours along the side here to have side guns. Grot Sponsons. Is that a real upgrade?
Yes, they're actually Forge World bits, but we didn't have them, so I scratch built them.
Okay, and they look great. You did a really good job. Here's a turret that goes on there. Again, all orcified. Obviously, it has different weapon options that go in the front of the turret. See if I can do this without causing a problem. Again, these are all
sideways.
custom.
Thank
you. There we go. See? I can do things right once in a while. Okay. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of extra parts, and then here's a def rolla. Where's the magnetized points? Oh, they're there. I see.
Other way.
Okay,
Get it upside
great.
down.
Thank you very much. Helps if you don't have it upside down. I get it, people. So there's that. And those are actually in, here it is. There's an army list in this Forge World book called, it's Imperial Armor Volume 8, Raid on Castoral Novum. And by the way, in the Valhalla things that we're doing in January and February, we are basically creating in miniature this planet. We're using this as an inspiration for the different sets that we're going to make. And we're going to make a studio orc army for common use. I've actually got a Forge World kit already. I'm ordering a couple of stampas that we're going to do up. So yeah, I've been reading this and getting a lot of inspiration. Because there's always the crazy battles at the back where they show you, you know, hey, you can do this historical, in quotes, battle. And it's like, well, who's going to do that? Who's going to paint up all that stuff? Well, we're going to paint up all that stuff. So literally, I have literal artistic geniuses lined up to come down full-time and just work on the terrain that's going to be played on for the games that we're having for these events in January, February. It's going to be the best we can do. Rick didn't know he would be on tape. Hello. What are you working on?
A few things. Right now I'm trying to get a tail on this Tyranid.
Okay,
but,
awesome.
It's going to require a lot of work before it looks consistent.
Right. And the goblins. That's the big news. The Junker Goblin army.
Yeah, I don't have much done. I've got 4 heroes here, but I guess you don't have...
Yeah, everything's kind of in progress. Like we're at the point where you're...
So let me still explain, even though you might not be able to see it too well. This guy I've got up really high, because we all talked to like I asked everyone, is that going to be too much? And they're like, no, it'll be good. So
Goblins
he's just perched
love
up,
that.
Perched up on a rock.
He's like, you 10, carry this rock around.
And then I took a katana and just curved it really far so it looks more primitive. I used my wizard hat that I've been saving a while, the shaman.
Oh, that's
Old
awesome.
school wizard.
That is great. I love that shape.
Oh, and then this one's made by with a clan rat body, so he just looks a little bigger.
A little hunched over.
He's in charge.
Okay. Great. Well, I can't wait to see what happens
I've got
with that.
parts for machines, but don't actually have any together.
It's going to be a lot of conversion work.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. All right, so we got a Forge World order in. Yeah, you got to look at my face. Tomb Stalkers, Ogre Rhinox, a bunch of Grey Knights, Demon Hunter stuff, like 12 things for that. Plague Ogrins, Plague, Nurgle Chaos Space Marine Sorcerer, and some Deathcore stuff. So that's what came in. And I'm just telling you that in case people watching this are the people who ordered that stuff and are getting that done. They'll know their project is underway. So hope you enjoyed.
Yay!
Shannon's like, that's awesome.